And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Detroit taking on the Dominican Republic. First pitch coming your way next. All right, ready to go here. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
Outside low. And this one is off and running. 1-0-1 on the gun. Swing and a miss. That's outside. That's 2-1. Jeter takes a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. And first offering is fouled off. Martinez goes 5 feet 11 inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slurve, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting third.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
Guerrero Jr.
First pitch misses.
1-0.
And he chases that one below the zone.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And it's 1-2.
2-2.
That one missed.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. Stepping in, Ted Williams.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Foul ball there. And the 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses. And that is ball 1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2. Next is the designated hitter, Manny Ramirez. Just missed.
Ball. 1-0.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He sends it out of here. It's 1-0. Base is empty with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jack Caglione. Fastball for a strike. Just off the inside edge. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 and 2 is the count.
And there's the ball.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just could.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do it. Top of the second, and now Jack Peterson,
the designated hitter.
Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Ball 1 there. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Handles, throws to first, and quickly 1 away in the second. Now the third baseman, Casey Schmidt. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Cal Raleigh now at the plate. Ready to go now at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. Puts a bunt down. Tosses to first. And a quick out, number one. Next to hit, Ted Williams. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. There's a strike. Feller. He gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. Strike two. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
And that one upstairs, ball one. You look at what the elite guys do. They strike hitters out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. And a good eye there.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every fifth day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the seventh inning or later.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number two. Manny Ramirez, the next to hit. Aparicio fires over to first. And the inning is over. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, George Springer. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1. That one fouled off. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And that's how we get started here in Los Angeles. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's one down. Now the number 2 hitter, Ted Williams. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1. Williams, 35 years old, usually in left, but today he's starting in right field.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. Longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
Manny Ramirez now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Gets to it, on to first, in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Now it's the second baseman, Christian Campbell. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to first. One up, one down. Roman Anthony getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Wow.
0-1's
That's not even close to the zone.
And that is out of play. 1 out, base is empty. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
On the ground, out to short. Tosses across to first, and they get all set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Jack Caglione. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-1.
Strike 2.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Sneaks through, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
That missed by a lot. 2-2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Reaching down, makes the catch. Now here is Ken Griffey Jr.
Number 24, Ken Griffey Jr.
Swing and a miss.
Well, strike 1 is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
And down on strikes he goes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Ian Happ at the plate now as he chases after that one.
0-1's the count.
And Ian swings through.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Williams makes a mess of this one. It gets down. Caglione coming home. 1 run is in.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now, number 4. A little out front there as he swings through it.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Happ comes around, and he scores. And they lead by 2.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And that's off the inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. Fastball is outside. Two runs across in the inning here at the top of the second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Campbell to second, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the DH, Adolis Garcia. Schmidt back to work. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now it's going to be Ted Williams. This one in the dirt.
0-1's the count.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Hit in the air out to center field. Griffey gets under it. He makes the grab, and there's one away. And here's the catcher, Jason Varitek, and he's the home run leader on this team, Siggy. Yeah, that's fouled off. Hit on the ground to the right side. Takes it to the bag. That's one. But no throw to second as they only get the out at first. And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Heim down to first with it. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Back here in L.A. on to the third inning. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. There's a strike. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Now it's the right fielder, Ted Williams. He's 0 for 1. Ripped to short. Fires across the diamond. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third. 2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Manny Ramirez. And there's a strike.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Varitek makes the play, and that is that. Back here at Chavez Ravine, set for the bottom of the third. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Dylan Cruz will hit next.
1-0.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Two balls, no strikes to count. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Makes the sliding grab. So the batting order turns over. Christian Campbell digs in now. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
And it's strike two. Man at first, one away.
2 strikes.
Down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Roman Anthony now at the plate.
Roman Anthony.
That misses.
Outside, that's a
ball
ball.
one. Now this is in the air down the line. Happ sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. That is the inning. As we go to the top of the fourth, and now the first baseman, Jack Caglione. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Here's Manny Machado now.
13,
pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Sends it across to first. Machado is out. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game. Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not.
Runner on the go.
0-1.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Junior stands at second with 2 gone. Just off the inside edge. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And we're back, bottom of the inning. Here's Alex Bregman.
Third baseman, Alex Bregman.
30 years old now, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in New Mexico. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. And that is gone. Alex Bregman sends it out, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. Now here is Adolis Garcia, and that one hammered back there. That one is gone, and we are starting over. It's 2-2. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Now Ted Williams. Swings and misses, and that's strike one.
Well, these guys just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
That's a hit.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Kind of a risky pick.
Now pitching. Josh.
Next to hit, Jason Varitek. Strike one.
0-1.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Junior moving under this one. And out number one on the grab. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's 0 for 1.
Xander Bogaerts.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
The count.
Swings through that one for strike two.
0-2 is the count.
Got him swinging.
Now batting. First base.
David Ortiz, the next to hit.
Ortiz.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through that.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Bunting for a hit. Pine gets it to first. They thwart the bunt attempt and end the inning. Back here at Dodger Stadium. New inning getting started. Here's the second baseman, number 4. Soriano back to work. And a foul ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. You know, this group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Next offering is downstairs. On the ground to third, and that one handled. Throws to first. One away here in the 5th. And now Jonah Heim.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Ranging back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield, got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
That one pushed to the left and foul. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Dylan Cruz.
Now pitching. Camilo Doval.
Swing and a miss at 99 miles an hour.
Well, these players, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They haven't run a single count full in this ball game, and that's just wild to me. That stat alone shows they're making it way too easy to get them out.
Can't get there. Base hit. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Move to second, and he's back safely.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Campbell swings through it for strike 1. Runner breaks for 3rd. Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Cruz at 3rd with nobody out. Swings and misses, struck him out. So up next, Roman Anthony, 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss at a slider. Runner on to third, one gone. In the dirt, runner stays put at third. Out towards right center field. Griffey gets under it. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. And what a stroke of luck. He scores on a box squeeze play. 3-2, they take the lead. Bregman now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And a swing and a miss there.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times.
Now a blast to left center. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 4-2. So 2 away with nobody on. Adolis Garcia will hit next. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's the inning. Back here in LA. Now the number 2 hitter, Ted Williams. And a foul ball. And a pitch. And that's outside. And it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for strike 3. And here is Manny Ramirez. That clips the zone. It's 0-1.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Jack Caglione getting ready to hit. This one in the air, right field. Cruz settles under it and makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now the left fielder, Ted Williams. Line drive. On the slide, and he's got it. Here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there are 2 outs. 2 down, bases empty. And now the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls,
he has
2
a
strikes.
tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one's back. Out of here. Xander Bogaerts hits one out. It's 5-2. 2 outs, nobody on. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
0-1's the count.
And the next pitch is way outside. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chases in the dirt. Slider there. On to first. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the
Leading
seventh.
off
Here's
for
the
the
third
Dreamers,
baseman,
the
Manny
third baseman,
Machado.
Manny Machado.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Machado checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing according to Eric Summerskill. That one missing inside. And the sweeper misses for a ball. He goes down looking. And now it's going to be Ken Griffey Jr. 1 for 2.
Griffey Jr.
Just missed.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Nabs it, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. On the ground to third. Sends it to first, and that is the inning. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Cruz.
Now pitching.
Sean Jelly takes over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
0-1's the count.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting.
Now it's the second baseman, Christian Campbell. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And there's a foul ball. Jelly, the tall righty, 230 pounds, and he was a second-round pick. Here goes the runner. Pitch is high. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Jelly checks the runner, and he's back in on a dive. To second, and that's not it. Cruz at third with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Here's the center fielder, Roman Anthony. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Griffey gets under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, number 4. Coulombe back to work. And that is cut on and missed. That's strike 1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Hauls it in for the out.
A couple of pitches and a quick out.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Jonah Heim. And that misses.
That's inside.
And that's ball 1. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is cut on and missed to the pitch upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And delivers outside.
That pitch is out.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate. And that is that. Back here at Chavez Ravine, leading off, Alex Bregman. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
0-1's the count.
Nice grab. The throw, nicely done for the out. Adolis Garcia digs in now. He's already homered in this game.
Garcia.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, the odds are very much in your favor.
To second, there's one, and it's a double play to end the inning. All set to start the ninth in this one. And now the right fielder, Ted Williams. Ortiz steps on first for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. Up and in, and the count is 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Bogarts with the throw to first. And they're down to their last out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jack Caglione.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Milner is just one strike away. Smoked on the ground to second. On to first. Ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played.